Hey everyone, um, here's my new video. If you're new, welcome to my channel. Happy Force Friday! Yay! Today is September 4th, also known now as Force Friday. There's Star Wars merchandise everywhere, home shopping, and the internet. It's just blowing up with all kinds of fun and exciting new Episode 7 and other Star Wars merchandise just everywhere. I just bought my son some action figures for his birthday coming up. He's having a Star Wars birthday, so it's really exciting. And yay, a few more months till Episode 7, guys! Yay! Geeks worldwide are freaking out. Today's a fun day. So in celebration of Force Friday, I decided to do a really quick little chat with you about Star Wars. Well, more like a rant, actually, about my thoughts and feelings about the prequels. The prequel films, episodes 1, 2, and 3. Um, as a fan, I am really sick and tired of them being bashed and made fun of, and people saying George Lucas ruined the movies, that they were horrible and awful, and even putting the actors down and giving them a lot of crap. And just there's kind of a lot of fan drama. People who hate the prequels and people who love the prequels. Um, and there's for the last 15 plus years, there's just been all of this drama between all the fans who didn't like what George Lucas did and those who are for it. And I'm really tired of it. I mean, all these years later, it's still, it's still something that you see on the internet all the time. I mean, they've made documentaries about it now. I mean, The People versus George Lucas is an amazing documentary. But still, though, it's just one of these things that it bothers me because I am one of those fans that always feel like I'm defending the prequel films because I have a hard time with people who don't like them and have really nasty negative things to say about them. It kind of hurts a little because I think they're beautiful films. I think they're wonderful and I love them so much. I love them equally with episodes 4, 5, and 6. All 6 films I love equally, and I don't think you are a true Star Wars fan unless you love all 6 films equally. I may be a little biased on that because, of course, I grew up with the prequels. They came out when I was growing up. I was, I think, like 10 when Episode 1 came out. But I grew up my whole life since I was about 5 or 6 years old when I first got exposed to Star Wars, episodes 4, 5, and 6, and I loved them. I absolutely loved them. And I could not wait when, episodes 1, 2, and 3 came out. I was older and I could actually go to the theater and experience them being released and be a part of the whole kind of, you know, a reboot in a sense of the Star Wars kind of franchise. And I was, a 90s kid growing up and then going to the early 2000s, with episodes 2 and 3. And I grew up around that and I've always really loved them. And well, I love all the films. And it just really upsets me when people, hate on the movies and say that they were awful and horrible. Star Wars are important to me. I've always been a big fan, and now my son is a big fan too. um, and so it's just kind of like, okay, guys, enough already. I mean, can we all grow up and respect the films for what they are? Respect George Lucas's vision, what he wanted, what he brought to them. I mean, this is his story. He created these characters. He wrote this world. He created the galaxy that that they all live in. We have to respect that it's what he wanted to do with the story. He wasn't just only a filmmaker. It was, kind of a personal journey for him. And, it's like, can we all just learn to get along and just respect the films, even if you don't like them personally? You can still respect them for what they are and accept that they are part of the Star Wars franchise and their stories have purpose. Um, so come on, guys. Please stop bashing on the prequel films because they are wonderful. I mean, okay, there are some criticisms I can give it. There was a smidgen little bit of overuse with all the CG technology, but George Lucas helped you create that technology. So I think he kind of has a right to overuse it. Um, and, it did look a little crisper and cleaner and more techy and stuff than I think maybe it really should have been. A little overuse of the CG technology, but it was kind of an up and coming thing, and George Lucas was really, behind the creative table of that. Yeah, so there was a little bit of that. And yes, I like Jar Jar, okay? Sorry, everyone, I think he's cool. I don't get everyone saying that he's so annoying and we hate him and we just want to take him out of the movie. It's like, dude, Jar Jar is awesome. How do you not see that? Okay, like, he's a very childlike character. He's cute and he's funny, and he actually serves a pretty big purpose to the episode 1 storyline. If you took Jar Jar out of that, you would have to come up with a whole different storyline to get things rolling with that film. Like, there's a big part of that you would have to rewrite and redo. And I like Jar Jar's character. I really wish that he'd stop having, he would stop being hated by people. He is a really lovable character. He makes me giggle and he's cute and he's funny. He brings a lot of, lightheartedness to an actually kind of dark story. I mean, episodes 1, 2, and 3 are a little bit darker than 4, 5, and 6. There's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of political stuff and some drama and some dark stuff with Anakin's storyline. And I mean, I think especially to kind of kick off the movies, I think you kind of needed a lighthearted, funny character that the little kids could like. Because you needed that. I think it was needed, and I like Jar Jar, so that's my defense. Okay, come on, you guys, please stop hating on Jar Jar. Stop it. Um, and also, people have a lot of hate for the actor Jake Lloyd for his portrayal of young Anakin in Episode 1. Um, I have to defend him a little bit too. I mean, in all honesty, he might not have been the perfect and right choice to play Anakin, but George Lucas saw what he wanted in him, and he chose him out of all of the other child actors who auditioned. I mean, all that footage is on the bonus features disc of Episode 1. There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff. He shows all the auditions of the other little boys, and he chose Jake Lloyd for a reason. Okay, he saw what he wanted from him. He got what he needed from him. So you need to respect the filmmaker and the casting director's decisions on that. Yeah, he may have been a little strange. His personality may have been a little flat. Um, but maybe that's what George Lucas wanted from him. Um, you know, kind of going through the rest of the development, and when we get to 2 and 3 with Hayden Christensen as Anakin, he has a very much that same kind of flat, well, maybe not really flat personality, but you can kind of see maybe why those casting decisions were made. That was indeed the personality, you know, and the attitude and everything that George Lucas wanted for Anakin. And we have to respect that. And I think it works, and I like it. And for both of those actors, I passionately defend them because I think they were great, especially Hayden Christensen because wow, okay, not only is he one of the most gorgeous men on the planet, okay, like Rachel Bilson, I want to kill her. But he's a very wonderful actor, and his portrayal of Anakin, it's it's deep. Um, it's really deep, and I think that people don't fully understand the purpose of why he acts the way he does. He's supposed to be kind of an cocky, arrogant, young know-it-all and feel a lot of anger and have this kind of emotional instability and all of this heavy burden on him. He's supposed to be this angsty, angry kid. He's supposed to have these issues inside him. He's supposed to have that kind of personality. He's supposed to be the way that he is. Okay, you guys understand that. He's meant to come across that way. He's meant to be that way. George Lucas created his character like that for many reasons. And so you have to understand that it's not Hayden Christensen being a bad actor, because he's not. Um, it was him doing justice to the character the way George Lucas wanted him to be done. Um, and there's many reasons why his personality is like that. So there you go. And then people are also always say there was no chemistry between Anakin and Padme. What are you talking about? There was no chemistry between them. The screen was exploding with chemistry between them two. You just have to read between the fine lines, people. You have to pay attention. You have to look into their eyes, into their body language. You can see the tension. They have so much tension between them all the time. You have to really look deeply into them, and you will see so much passion. I mean, okay, in episode 2, with that scene between them out there in the field, and they're like flirting and they're talking, and there's those creatures and he falls off and she runs to him, and that whole scene is adorable, and there's a lot of chemistry and flirtation there. When they're talking politically, it's like there's just, yeah, you can definitely see that they're falling for each other, and there's a lot of chemistry between them. So please don't say that. Rewatch the movies. Pay attention, you guys. Look deeply. Look at their eyes, their body language, read between the lines. And if you still don't see chemistry, then something's wrong with you. Like, I'm sorry, but there's something wrong with you, because there's a ton of chemistry. They are great together. You can feel it. It's like that tension in the room. You can feel it. You can feel them. I mean, she's the senator, the former queen. She's not supposed to be this way about somebody, especially, a young, up and coming Jedi, and he's not supposed to be with her or anyone. They're not supposed to be together. They can't be together. So there's this constant tension between them, and their budding romance is just like, it's all like, it's just this big ball of like, love story, drama, tension, craziness. It's like, yeah. So rewatch them, okay? Pay attention. You should see it. If not, I don't know what to tell you. Um, but the casting is wonderful. I love the prequels. Other than some slight kind of overuse of some CG stuff and some, you know, a few little dialogue issues here and there, maybe. The prequels are wonderful films and deserve to be loved and respected. And also, I wanted to mention another quick little thing about why you should love Jar Jar. Because, okay, if it wasn't for Jar Jar, we would not, and I'm telling you this, we would not have characters like Gollum. We wouldn't have had, Planet of the Apes. We would not have had King Kong. We would not have had Godzilla. We would not have had Avatar. You guys, doing CG/motion capture characters happened because George Lucas decided to try out this brand new technology of creating a fully CG motion capture character that appeared alongside other live action characters. This was the first time in film that it was ever done. Okay? So that's like, wow. If they didn't create Jar Jar, then when Peter Jackson made the Two Towers, Andy Serkis would not have probably been involved with that, and the CG motion capture technology probably would not have taken off the way it has. And things would be much different in the film world. That Jar Jar Binks was the very first fully motion capture CG character to appear alongside live actor characters in a film. Boom, you guys. Respect him, even if it's at least for that. Okay, without Jar Jar, there would be no Gollum. Okay, not the way that we know him now. He would have been like animated, or he would have been, a guy that was wearing really cheesy looking prosthetics. Who knows what he would have turned out to be. But because George Lucas had the guts to try out this brand new technology, and because of its success, in a sense, its success with the technology, not necessarily the character, it opened all these doors for all these other filmmakers to use their own version of the technology for their films. So thank you, George Lucas and ILM. Thank you for that, because look at where films are now with that kind of technology. It's crazy. Thank Jar Jar for that, and respect him for that. And please, love the prequels. Go sit down, have a movie night, watch them, clear your mind of all judgment, criticism, and dislike. Open your eyes with a fresh attitude, fresh eyes, clean slate of mind. Come in with full-heartedness and acceptance and respect. And just please stop hating on the movies. Stop hating them. There's no reason to hate movies as strongly as some of you out there hate these movies. Like, they were not ruined. The Star Wars franchise is not ruined because of them. They're better because of them. And if you're as excited as I am for episode 7, thumbs up this video. Subscribe to me. I have other videos coming soon, some more fun stuff, maybe even some more geeky stuff coming around the corner. So stick around, watch some more videos. I hope you enjoyed this. If you want to tell me your thoughts, feelings, and opinions on Star Wars and the prequels, just type them up down below. Leave me your comments and questions. I want to hear what you think. I want to know what, if you want to disagree with me, or if you are on board, if you agree. Just give me, just let me have it. You guys tell me what you think about them. Just please be kind, okay? Do not be rude or hateful, or, use foul language or anything like that. Please be kind and respectful. Leave your comments below if you agree, disagree. If you're excited for episode 7, thumbs up, you guys. And please subscribe to me, and I will see you guys later. And happy Force Friday! Bye!